Hello, my name is D.W. Wood and welcome to BA214 Business Communications. I put together these videos to hopefully answer some of your questions and direct you to some of the resources that are available on this website. The first section that I'd like you to take a look at is the About This section. And you'll want to go to the Start Here document, which is right here. It's available on the Lessons tab. And you'll print out some material there, as well as go to the Resources tab and look at some of those documents there. These are links that are provided. You can use these, or you can go up to the Course tab and use these tabs right here as links. The next thing I want you to take a look at are the course announcements. I use the course announcements section quite regularly to keep you updated on grading, any technical issues, tips and tricks to do better on the next assignment, those types of things. So you want to make sure that when you check in, which I hope is once a day, that you read the section right here so we can keep up to date on what is current in the class. So I'm going to start here with the Start Here document. And this is a PDF that will download. I'm opening up a little bit quicker here. And as you can see, this is what you need to know. It goes through all of the tabs, the Course tab, Calendar tab, Lessons tab, etc. And it has key information that you need to know. So I suggest that you print this out. For example, here it talks about the weekly folders, which is how the course is set up. Each week, that particular week's folder will be open with all the material you need to complete all the assignments and work for that week. So each week opens Monday at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then it closes Sunday at 11 p.m. And roughly you have between that time for that week to complete those assignments. So that's just one tip that's available on the sheet, which I encourage you to print out. And at the very end, it talks about what you should print out, how to get started, and where to go for some technical or course-related questions. Okay, so that's the first place you want to start. This is actually living on the Lessons tab, as you can see right here. So you want to read that first. Below that is the classroom, which is a discussion forum. And if you have any content related questions, go ahead and post them here. And I will try to respond to them immediately. Now, if someone else in the class gets to you first and posts the answer, or you know the answer, please do so. I encourage you to help one another. However, I will always go in here and look to see if anyone has asked a question, and generally I look here first. So if you have a course-related question, make sure you post it here so I can get to you as soon as possible. The only thing that is off limits are quiz questions. Those you need to email to me privately through course mail and any other private matters. So just know that the classroom discussion forum on the Lessons tab is a way for you to communicate with me directly. Below that is the classroom discussion workspace, and you'll be working as teams. It's a requirement of this class. And this is the area where you can go in and talk to one another and just sort of work on your material before you post it or submit it as a final document. So this space is available for you to go in and work on those assignments together. So I just wanted to let you know that was there. Now, you're seeing weeks 1 through 7, which obviously you won't see on your website. I'm looking at this from the teacher's view, so I can see what I have lined up. But you will only have availability of week 1 when that particular week is open, which begins September 26th. All right, and we'll go through this a little bit closer after we finish the introductory video. So the next thing you want to take a look at is the resources tab. And again, in that Start Here document, it talks about this. Here's where you find the course syllabus. We'll go through that in a minute, as well as downloads and links. This is important information that you need to know, and we'll want to print some of this out. So the first thing you want to start with is the course calendar. I'll go ahead and open this. And you want to print this out. It's a guideline for what's going to happen during the term. And you can see this is how it's laid out. Is you have week 1 and the dates when week 1 becomes available. So it opens September 26th, which is a Monday at 1 a.m. And then it closes this bottom date here, October 2nd at 11 p.m., which is a Sunday. This other date in the middle has to do with when you're posting, your primary posting, we'll talk about that in a second, is due. So this one is due on Saturday, but in general, they're always due on Thursday when you have a primary posting. The reason is we can't really generate a discussion if everybody waits till the last minute to post. So there is a requirement to get your primary posting in by Thursday generally, except for the first week of the term and I believe the last week of the term. But you can see those dates are listed here pretty clearly. Then it lists what you need to do, what you need to submit to me during that week. So for example, you'll have an orientation review, which is a quiz based on what we're talking about here. So you have that due. As well as I expect you to read Chapter 1, Career Success Begins with Communication Skills. And then you'll have a couple activities associated with that. The Chapter 1 Activities and Cases 1.6 Silent Messages, and I give you the page number, page 26. And this is a post. So obviously if it's a written assignment, I would put essay or memo or letter. But if it's a post, I will say post. So that should be pretty clear. And then for this particular week, you have a chapter quiz. So again, this is a blow-by-blow account of what you need to do and submit to me. So I suggest that you print this out. You can even use these check boxes to check off items as you work through the material. Okay? So I'll close that. The next item that's important here is the discussion forum guidelines that talks about those posts that we mentioned. So I want you to go ahead and read this document. It talks about how the discussion forums are set up, what you're required to do. For example, you are always required to make one primary posting and 2 secondary postings. Now, the primary posting is essentially the assignment. It's whatever you're asked to do. The material that's associated with that's considered a primary posting. The secondary postings are what you are going to respond to the primary postings of 2 other classmates. So again, you have 1 primary and 2 secondary postings for every discussion forum assignment. They'll be graded as follows. You'll get half the points if it's formatted properly and includes chapter references. We'll talk about that in a second. And you'll get the other half points for your secondary postings, which are your response to other people. And this is how your primary posting should be set up. You'll have it in memo format with these details, and you will also include 2 chapter references properly formatted in APA formatting. And this you'll do on every single assignment except those that are specifically stated that you don't need to do in-text citations, but they're using APA formatting, and the example is here. Okay, so this is a very important document. You want to read it thoroughly and keep that available for you. During this class, you'll do a report, and if you open the formal report grading sheet, we'll go ahead and open that really quickly. This is how you will be graded and what you are required to include in that particular assignment. Again, you'll be working in teams for this specific report and how that report is graded. So you'll have specifics. We'll go over this quite a bit in class, but so you know what you're expected to do. This is a 5-page report, pretty simple, a lot of fun, and so hopefully you'll enjoy it as well. Now, I also wanted to point out this written assignment essay right here, these samples. This shows you exactly from other students what they've done for this particular assignment, so you get a sense for what is expected of you. So let me go ahead and open this assignment. So this is an essay, so it's an essay format. You can see this here. What I have highlighted in yellow, which you do not need to highlight in yellow, I'm just giving you this as an example, is an essay needs to have a cover page and the content of the essay, and this is APA format. So the name of the assignment here with the page number, the chapter that we are covering, the words actually need the words running head, believe it or not, formatted this way, and all of these details. Every assignment requires 2 chapter references, so here are the chapter references from this particular chapter. Right. She has more than 2. She used 4, but you can use as many as you want, and I provide quite a few examples here. Here are 3 essay examples, here's a letter example, and here's a memo example. So you should have a variety of examples available to you, so there's no question as to what you need to do when you do a particular assignment. Okay, well, I'm going to go back to the lessons and talk about more of the course in the next video.